This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1689, Maintenance, the Wisdom of Brahman, and Project Sexification, the Indomitable Mind, both by Roger Lawson of rajlawfitness.com, and I'm Dr. Neil. Hey there, happy Sunday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. This is kind of like an audiobook, but with articles instead, and articles from a bunch of different authors, and always with permission from the sites, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. But on Fridays, I do something a little different. That's where I answer your questions. Remember, you can send me a question by going to oldpodcast.com/ask or email your question directly to health@oldpodcast.com. All right, and with that, let's jump right in and hear today's two articles and continue optimizing your life. Maintenance, the Wisdom of Brahman by Roger Lawson of rajlawfitness.com. I reached my goal body composition a month ahead of schedule. So now what? For that answer, I need you to hop into my time machine and travel back to the greatest period of time in the world, the 90s. Don't worry, denim jackets will be avoided at all costs. In the early 1990s, Martin Lawrence was straight crushing it. House Party, Def Comedy Jam, and Bad Boys, just to name a few of the things he played a huge role in. Not only that, but he also created and starred in his own sitcom entitled Martin. One of the most memorable characters on the show went by the name of Brahman, and his ridiculousness can't be put into words. The most important thing to know about Brahman is this. Whenever you asked him what he was doing, his answer was always the same. Nothing, just chillin'. In order to even begin to comprehend the depth of this life philosophy and how it applies to us, we must first arrive at a basic understanding of what chillin' actually is. Quote, to be in a state of prolonged satisfactory being, not regarded as being bored, but not in the process of doing anything worth elaborating upon. End quote. When it comes right down to it, most of us have the goal of simply looking good naked, or in various states of undress. And as long as you're consistent and are not doing anything too goofy with your nutrition and training, you will undoubtedly get to that point. Game over. You win. But what happens next? Do you aim to put on more muscle, or do you push to lose even more body fat? Regardless of the road you choose, it'll eventually, hopefully, lead to a place where you're happy with the body that you've created. And, aside from minor tweaks here and there, you have no desire to put in more effort to change it. As Lee Peel so eloquently put it, the end is the beginning. At some point, you're going to arrive at a place where the goal isn't to keep pushing further and further, but to simply enter a state of maintenance, also known as chillin', where you enjoy the fruits of your labor and invest your energy elsewhere. That's where I'm at now, and it's a beautiful place. And the sooner you reach your goals, the sooner that you can be there as well. Now, I have another post coming up in just a second, but first, right now, hiring is challenging. It's time for a hiring partner that can help you rise to the challenge. That's Indeed. Indeed partners with you on every step of the hiring process. Find great talent through time-saving tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites hoping to find candidates with the right skills, you need one powerful hiring partner that can help you do it all. And Indeed is the only job site where you're guaranteed to find quality applications that meet your must-have requirements, or else you don't pay. I love that Indeed makes hiring easy. Indeed helps star applicants shine with over 135 assessment tests from cooking to coding. Start hiring right now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at indeed.com/health. Offer valid through April 30th. Go to indeed.com/health to claim your $75 credit before April 30th. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Project Sexification, the Indomitable Mind by Roger Lawson of rajlawfitness.com. As I've mentioned before, sexification isn't just a physical state of being, but a mindset and a way of living that opens you up to the best that life has to offer. I was speaking to a client of mine yesterday about her progress. She's totally crushing it, by the way. and she said something to me that bounced around in my head for the rest of the night. I finally feel like this is going to happen. It's not a matter of if. It sounds simple, yet it's a statement that's powerful beyond measure. There are many people out there, myself included at times, who treat success and goal achievement as if it's something mystical that only those who have been preordained by the powers that be can obtain. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Success is not an option, but a choice. Success is not an option, but a choice. One more time. Success is not an option, but a choice. Let this marinate for a while, because it's absolutely critical to whatever you want in life, whether it's to start a business, become a better parent, rid yourself of Flubby McFlubberson, or get out of a bad relationship. The longer you treat your success as just an option, the longer you'll stay just where you are, forever out of reach from what you want. Once you internalize the realization that what you have or don't have is because of the choices that you've made, you move from being a victim to becoming your own hero. You move from thinking something might be possible to knowing that it is. By doing this and truly believing in it, your mind hardens and solidifies around your goal and will do everything within its power to get you there, if you let it. This is how it's going to be. You can't be stopped. No questions asked, no excuses, and no plan B. Because what's the point of coming up with a contingency plan if you know that plan A is going to be a success? If there's anything that I've really connected with so far during this 8-week challenge, is the fact that there is such a redemptive power that's unleashed once you decide to make a decision and commit to it. So, do it. Not now, but right now. Make the choice. You just listened to the posts titled Maintenance, The Wisdom of Brahman, and Project Sexification, The Indomitable Mind, both by Roger Lawson of RajLawFitness.com. Dr. Neil again here for my commentary. When I read Roger's post, another quote came to mind, a quote that I shared with my students earlier this week. This quote comes from Watson and Tharp, authors of the book Self-Directed Behavior. They said, if you want something you've never had, you must do something you've never done before. So when Roger mentioned that success is not an option, but a choice, that quote kept ringing in my head. Once we make the decision that we want something for ourselves, we have to make the choice to go after it. And oftentimes, that requires us to do things we've never done before. And I appreciate that Roger also mentioned this power that's unleashed once you decide to make a decision and commit to it. We can make that power even more potent if we write down what we want, because somehow when we write things down, when we write our goals down, when we make that kind of commitment, it creates new neural pathways in our brain, and we're more likely to do that new behavior. It's pretty amazing. Not only that, but if we write it down and then sign our names and date it at the bottom, kind of like a contract, it makes it even more likely to happen. And even better, if you can get a witness, someone who will support you to sign their names and date it, that will make it even more likely to happen. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening every day. Thank you for sharing this show with someone. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.